Well, hello, welcome to Fist Pro Star Wars Gaming, and I'm so excited for you to talk about this articles that we've been getting. We've got so many great articles, but one of the things that I've just been looking at, and all the articles that they've been releasing after Gen Con, which are exciting, but the most exciting one is the four that they released together for the trooper upgrades. Not only does it give you an opportunity to upgrade your CIS and clones factions really quickly. It also just is a game changer for some of the older factions, especially the Rebels. And I play Rebels, so I'm excited about that. Before we get into that, I want to give a shout out. And so here's a shout out to Legion HQ. Legion HQ is the list builder I use. It's a great list. I don't even know who makes it, but it's a great list builder. It's very intuitive, and you can save everything on your Google account, which is great. So you can just keep your list and save. So if you don't have a list builder that you're using right now, Legion HQ is a great list builder, and so it's a great opportunity for you just to find a good list builder. And if you're looking for one, that's a great one to go with. And so um, I really think that if we're going to be talking a little bit about these products, that we just need to take a look at the cards and what they put out. And so I'm excited to show you a little bit of this. And so here we go. This is the Imperials, and the Imperials are some pretty cool things. They've got two new heavy units and two new personnels, and they give you a different variety for heavy. And I'm not an Imperial player, but there are some good things here. And there is the first one is the T-21 Stormtrooper, and it's got 4 white with critical 2, which is kind of exciting. And that's the card that is shown right there. Then we got a Stormtrooper. It looks like it's giving us a Surge token, and then we get a Leader, which looks like it's giving training token, which is going to be really cool. And that's like really a cool thing that you get to see, and just being able to do that, having the surges and stuff, it's really exciting. But the key here is that you can take these units, add them to your existing. So if you have 3 already Stormtroopers, now you can make 4, because it comes with the card to fill these, and the order token. And so you can literally turn 3 Stormtrooper units into 4 full units with some new equipment and new leader and new personnel. And so that's really cool. So let's just look at the card now. And so this is the RT-97C Stormtrooper, and it's got 1 red, 4 white, which has got a potential to give you some really good dice throwing. You lose impact over the DLT. I still see DLTs being part of people's builds, but this is going to give you some choices and to make you think a little bit more. But for me, the biggest game changer really has to be the stuff that you're going to see for the Rebels. Me being a Rebel player, I'm really excited for this. So as the Rebels, we again have 4 models here, and again you have 2 personnel upgrades and 2 heavy weapons. I'm really excited for the heavy weapons because they give you some real different variety, and the first of those heavy weapons is shown there. Is pretty cool. It's 1 to 2, 2 red, 2 white with impact 1. It's not exhaustible, which is kind of cool. The second one is just a Rebel Trooper, and it gives you a Surge, which is kind of cool because now we get action to be able to use the Surge. The third one is the Rebel Trooper, where it becomes your leader, and it gives you the upgrade for training, which can be really handy for getting those units a little bit better, especially with Tactical 1 coming with this set. It's going to be really good. But the next part of this, and which is probably going to be the big push on these Rebels, is the other heavy weapon, and this is a 1 to 4, 2 black, 1 white, with critical 1, which means you're going to get through a hit every time on there, so you have better odds of breaking through cover. This is kind of really exciting because they don't even surge to crit right now. Now we're surging. We don't surge at all on the offensive side, so this is really good for them. I could see these being in my build for sure, at least 2 of them. That means I'm going to have to buy at least 2 of these packs, but I have 6 Rebel units right now in my army, whether they're in or not. But this might see my fleets not make the table as much. So I'm hoping they do one of these for the fleets and everything else because I like my fleets, but they're going to be hard pushed to get in there with these guys. But it's a good way to build these units, and I'm really excited for the rebels as a whole. Not only just because of the great upgrades, but look at this. They're beautiful models, and we got more aliens. I've been modding one of my units. I had a whole unit that's all aliens, and I've changed heads and stuff, and I've been modding them. But now I don't have to go through hard work and do that. But I will do that. The problem here is I'm only going to buy probably 2 of these, and how am I going to base them to fit in my models? Because I have 3 different base sets that I do. I have one in Hoth, I have one in Desert, and I have one in Jungle. And so I've got to figure out how I'm going to split them up so that I can have a little bit in each, especially with the Hoth Troopers coming out. I haven't picked mine up yet, but they are there, and I'm excited for that. Well, let's get going to the clone stuff. I can't wait for the clones stuff to come out. I'm really excited for that. So here's the clones themselves, and they're pretty exciting too. This is the greatest thing about this is that you have an upgrade right away to change the look of your army. So you can buy 1 core set and an extra core, and then add these guys, and you have 4 basic core units right now. And so you can, out of 3 phase 1 clone troopers, you can now make 4 units with this, which is a big savings for those who are on a budget like me, who don't want to spend a lot of money, but you still want a lot of stuff. This is great. The cards are good. The one I really want to look at here actually is, well, I'll talk about the one that's actually up there right now. That you can see, it is 2 black, 1 white, range 1 to 2. This is kind of like the shotgun that you see, the scatter gun you see in the, maybe even a better scatter gun because it's got Pierce, so it's kind of like the Fleet Troopers, so it gives you another answer to giving Pierce. Pierce can be really handy. Being a Rebel player, I really like the Pierce. And again, they have 2 heavies and 2 personnels, and so they're kind of giving you everything. You get a leader, and it adds some things, and the personnel looks like it adds a surge token. So I think this is a really good upgrade, and being able to surge is always a good thing. So that's the basics of that part. But they do show another card, which is always good to take a look at. And so let's just take a look at that other card. And that other card is pretty cool. It's got 1 red, 1 black, 1 white, and critical 2, which is good. So when it gets into some things with armor, it's going to be able to make some damage on them. There's don't have to worry about that. But the great thing about this card is that it's not exhaustible, which is game changer for range 1 to 4 with crit, non-exhaustible. I wish this was the way that we'd find some of the ones in the early factions. Rebels and Imperials, if we had non-exhaustible things like that, you might see them come out a bit more. That's really cool that it's non-exhaustible. Well, and let's look at the CIS. I'm really excited for these, the Separatist movement. To be honest, that this is the second faction I'll probably play. I don't play the Imperials at all. I do have them all, but I don't play them. I kind of collect them for other people, I think, mainly. But I really am excited for all these droids. I can't wait to have a droid army. I like Zerg when I was playing StarCraft. Who doesn't like Zerg, right? But just being able to field these are going to be easy to paint. A little harder to model with them being on the spurs, but that's okay. But there's some really cool stuff here. If you look in here really closely, you got the 1 to 4 red 1 with crit 1, which is going to be a big help. You got a let's just go over that one a bit. Another leader that looks like it's giving you something. Then you got a guy who is range 1 to 2 with poison 1, and you get a little toxic token there, and so that's going to be interesting to see how they play out. And they got the binoculars, and then as I was saying, the other thing that we can really look at is this. and this is really a game changer for them. This is the ability to ignore the AI attack. So if you got a couple units out on the flank that you can't give orders to, you don't have to worry them about. If you stick these guys in them out on the flanks, and then you don't have to worry about them, and they don't have to worry about doing the AI attack, so you don't get messed over by shooting something you don't want to shoot. So this is kind of a game changer for them too. It allows them to have a little more flexibility. It's only 9 points. And so you're building cheap and you're getting some good quality stuff here. And again, with these guys, droids, it's going to be a little harder to make them expand. You actually need 4 units of droids and this to make 5 because of the math of how to break them off and split them off, but it still gives you more bang for your buck, and it's kind of a cool thing. I'm really excited for this set. I believe this set is a real game changer when it comes to Star Wars Legion, and you're gonna see them all over the place. I think it's gonna change some of the meta a bit and create its own meta, and I'm excited for any shakeups that it can do, and so I just love chatting about this stuff, and I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I look forward to doing some more of these reports like this for you. And I just kind of hope that you guys like this and subscribe. If you like and subscribe, it'll give me more motivation to keep doing these. And not only that, it'll give me motivation to do some more gameplays and battle wraps and all the different things and modeling. And as I said, I'd like to build a board in a day with you guys and show you the process of how to build a full board, do some training. And if I get up over 500 subscribes, I'm going to start doing some giveaways. And I got lots of cool stuff that I'd like to see giveaway. And I'd love to hear your comments and talk a little bit about what Star Wars Legion means to you, and how it can be so much fun. And I'd like to give a shout out again. I gave a shout out at the beginning to Legion HQ. That's who I used to build. Also, I would like to give a shout out to Krabak, who's been doing some videos that I've been watching for a long time. He's a great YouTuber. And Tabletop Oddity. I love how he admits sometimes he doesn't know much about Star Wars, but he has such a passion for the game, and I just like to shout out to him too. And I hope that you enjoy my videos and that you would watch more of them, and this would be something that we can do together. So if you like and subscribe and talk, we'll definitely be a part of that. And so thank you for liking, and remember to comment and subscribe. And see you later. This is the Fist out.